It's one thing to come into a city and claim you're the top trapper, a top shooter, or you sell the most this, you get the most drugs, all of that. But in Lyric City, we actually have a method of knowing who's the best trapper in the city, and that is the hustle leaderboards. It is a way to kind of keep track of who's the top trapper in the city, whether they sell drugs, whether they sell goods, whatever that may be. It is a grind. It is a constant struggle for number one. And lately, number one has been Jew. He owns his own shoe company. He's been killing it with the merch. But now we have a new top trapper in the city. Jew has been slacking, and Joker Jr. has now caught up to him. Now, if you guys don't know, we did a Joker Jr. interview before. Yeah, we asked him some anime questions, kind of knocked it out the park. Go check that video out if you haven't seen that already. But now I've done a interview with him now, talking about him taking over the trap leaderboards and what he decides to do for the future. Joker. Top trapper of the city. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I just reached a new milestone in my trapping career. I just took over that top spot, as you know.
I do
You
know.
know,
I do know.
as you can
Honestly,
see.
it's crazy because for people that don't know, the trap leaderboard is such a highly sought out thing in this city. Um, so I'm just gonna ask you a couple questions, and so just to get the audience to really know how important
Okay,
this actual achievement is.
okay.
Okay. So how active have you been in this city? Like, when did you first start
Man,
trapping? Like, how many days do you think you got?
honestly, man, I've been trapping since like my first day out here. As soon as I stepped off plane, like just been trapping, man. So I'm gonna say I've been trapping for about a good, for about a good, 1 or 2 months, 1 or 2, you know.
Okay, okay. Well, one, yeah, I know. Uh, um, so obviously Jew was crazy competition, right? He was number one for quite a
Jew
while.
K, you already know.
So what do you think? Well, what is the goal to kind of stay ahead of the competition? How do you think you're going
Man,
to?
keep trapping in that, in that blue zone. As for people don't know, that blue zone, if you come in this zone, you get more customers, you get more product off, So as long as I keep coming to this blue zone, I'm untouchable. I never be replaced on this number one spot. So yeah, that's basically it, man. Just keep coming on over here to this little blue zone area. And
Okay,
that's for
so you
all the
really been
future
killing
trappers who
it.
come in.
Go ahead. So what items or products have you been known for? Like what have you been pushing?
Oh man, you talking to a man of many things. I got them sea watches. You feel me? Them sea watches, they really,
Mm,
you know, they my they my money makers, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy, you know what I'm saying, Mr. C, you feel me? He keep me stocked very well on the watches. So I'm just selling them sea watches. Um I can say, even though he my competition, I have been selling some of his shoes as well. So shout out to Jew. And that's the number one thing with the hustlers. You can't be scared to shop with other people. So, you know what I'm saying? Just get your shit together. Go shop with each and every one. It's never too, hold on, what's the phrase I'm looking for? You never can have one or too many things to sell. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. So as far as like police, is that has that like put a has that been an issue with trapping?
Police has not been an issue, man, because I'm a legal man. All my work legal. So what can they say? I'm protected.
Okay, so we ain't doing nothing wrong. I like to see that. We're legal. Um, what advice would you give to someone that's trying to become the next top trapper?
Man, Kobe say it take 10,000 hours to master your craft, you should try to aim for 20,000. Once you hit 20,000, that means you can't be taught no more hustling. You can't really be told nothing. You the top hustler. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what I'm trying to say is put in your hours on your craft, and if you do, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, one day, if I ain't in the game no more, you'll
Oh,
be you'll be top hustler.
oh, sorry, guys.
You good? Um, let's see. What's your relationship with the gangs and factions in Lyric?
You already know, man. I'm NBA till my casket closed. You know, NBA for life, man. You feel me? NBA
Okay.
for life.
Okay.
You know, that's all I rep. Green is what I bleed, and green is what I like to collect. You know what I'm saying?
I think it does help that NBA is like a controlling interest in the city. They're probably like top game right now, so
You
probably a lot
already
easier to
know.
trap. That's
I ain't
good.
got to worry about nothing, and you know, one of the top ops, you know, he retired his jersey, so you know the streets are looking a little bit safer out here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
So you came in here, you saw the leaderboard. What inspired you to be the number one trapper, like in general?
Man, my father, bro. My father say, if you ain't the best in the city, if you ain't got the most motion in the city, then you are nobody. So, man, if you are nobody, that means people won't come up to you. You are nobody, that means people won't come follow you. If you are nobody, people won't listen. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing, bro. Like, if I'm number one, that mean I'm somebody. That mean I'm well respected out here. That mean I got some motion out in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So basically, man, it was my dad, man. My dad say, if you ain't number one, then you ain't shit.
Now, speaking of your father, right now, I've done my research. Now, your father, obviously, we spoke about in the last interview, but he's very infamous. He's one of the most known individuals throughout everywhere. Joker, could you give me like a little backstory about how you came to be, a little legacy behind your name, and your switch to Davis and becoming part of the Davis family?
Damn, man. See, man. Well, it all started. Well, y'all already know where my, where my pops from. GC, Gotham City. That's been home for all my life. I ain't really had to work for nothing. I really didn't have to jump in this life, but just seeing my dad, getting all his money, getting all his power and respect, that just made me want to get out here and get my own shit. Well, I was doing it back home, but the Joker name was already something back home, and people was already scared of me, and I felt like it wasn't genuinely scariness, it was just genuinely scariness of my father. So I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
man, I'm gonna hop on a plane, and I'm gonna find me a home where I can build up my own name, build up my own name, you know what I'm saying? My Joker name. And lo and behold, I end up linking up with some very, very special people. And, they like the way how I trap, they like the way how I send the hustle out, and they like my loyalty, and they embrace me with open arms, and they ask me if I wanted to become a part of their family. And I was like, why not, man? Why not start like a new chapter in my life? Why not start like a new legacy in my life? Instead of Joker Jr. now, man, it's Joker Davis. So now it's a time for me to lay my roots, lay my origin story down, lay my lore. So like when I do have kids, they can be like, damn, Pop's really grinding for everything he had. He was really the number one trapper in the city. So basically, man, that's
Mm-hmm.
just you know, that's just my story. Shout out to my family. First and foremost, the Joker family, but also shout out to my new family, Davis family. Shout out to all my brothers out there. Shout out to my nigga Show. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Dot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Tez. Shout out to my nigga Molly. Shout out my nigga Honcho, Cole. You know what I'm saying? Zaysky. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, shout out to the family.
Okay, respect. So basically, you came here to make a name for yourself, and you did that. You're a top trapper now. Do you continue to, trap, or you just gonna hang it up? Or what are your plans for
That's
the
a good
future?
question. I look myself in the mirror. I was just like, I mean, I got the #1 spot and that was my goal. So now the next question is what next? You know what I'm saying? Do I keep going to like I reach a place where I can't be touched, or do I try to like venture off into something else? You know, that's the real goal, you know, like that's the real #1 question that, you know,
Oh my
I
bad,
ask
y'all.
myself, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't mind him, you know what I'm saying? That's bro right there. You know what I'm saying? He just, you know, he geeked for me right now because I'm the #1 trapper, you know. So man, yeah, I really don't know what's the goal, you know. I'm just taking it one day at a time, one joke at a time, you know.
Okay. Okay. Now this has been a fire interview. Love hearing your perspective on things. Always a good time when I get to interview you. Now, if you guys don't know, this
Always,
guy
man.
has eyes. Go follow his eyes. I'll put his stuff in the description. I didn't do that last time, but I forgot, and I definitely will do it this time. Thanks for
And
the interview. Congratulations
hold
on
on,
being top trapper of Lyric.
always.
And you got any closing
Hold on,
remarks?
man. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I got some clothes. You already know, man. Hey, man, if y'all, hey, y'all have not, bro, y'all make sure, bro. I follow my bro, you know, Mr. Saga himself, Mr. ShoSaga, you know what I'm saying? Like, comment, and subscribe on the videos, you know what I'm saying? And if you think you really like that and y'all got 5 people, you know what I'm saying? Come on in the lyric, you know, we're accepting new gangs, you know. We want to make a home for some new people out there, you know. So if y'all got 5 people and y'all think y'all got what it takes, you know what I'm saying? Fly in, you know, gonna drop the cord link, you know, down right below. You feel me? So make sure y'all join up, like, comment, subscribe, man. Show. It's been a pleasure, bro. I appreciate you, my brother. You know, I love you, my nigga. It's all love. And shit, joke dog out, man.
All right. We'll see you guys next interview.